Come along with me for another day of work at my dealership. First stop, I dropped off my Corgi to play with his friends, then grabbed some wood from the lumberyard because today we're going to be framing up a new office. We have been growing every single day and we currently have 2 offices and that is just not going to cut it. So I got right to work and grabbed my tool bag and got everything moved out of the way. This morning we just took this 2024 Jeep in on trade and sold this nice lifted Ram. A lot of y'all keep asking me how many employees we have, and we currently have 2 salespeople, a detailer, a GM, and soon a financing manager and title clerk. This corner of the showroom is honestly never used, so it's going to be perfect for a new office space. So I began to cut down all the boards I needed and laid everything out for the most part to mark my 16-inch centers. I already know I'm going to get a ton of comments saying I'm not doing this right because you're supposed to use a nail gun, but I don't have one, so I'm going to be using screws. This is not a load-bearing wall, so screws are going to be perfect and easy and plenty strong for what I need. Everyone's always going to have something to say, but the other office walls are holding up just fine. So one by one, I got everything squared up and screwed into place, doubled up the boards around the door and made sure I had room on each side, so that way when we stand up the wall, I have room to level out the door with shims, and measured the height of the door for my header. If y'all know me, you know I love projects, and framing this up is super fun, but the one thing I am not going to be doing is the drywall tape and float and texture. That is definitely an art, and I have it scheduled for tomorrow. And yes, before you run to the comments again, I know the header was supposed to be on top of those long runs, but it's going to work just fine, and now is the time to finally stand up the wall, and it fit perfect from side to side. So I got my ram set and got it nailed into the concrete, then made sure it was all level and got it fast into the wall, and luckily I was right on a stud, so it's going to be super secure. And to top off the day, we sold another truck, but that's going to wrap up another day at Prime Motor Co.